Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start by asking you to imagine something from a real life experience. Well, it was late at around 11:30 p.m. at night. Also, it was raining and I had already been driving for almost 9 hours. My phone buzzed and a ride request popped up on my screen. I accepted the ride, drove to the pickup location, and the passenger got into my car. He sat down, looked tired, and I said something simple. Long day today. He laughed and said, yeah. For the next 15 minutes, I drove him home while we talked about work, stress, and life. When he got out of the car, he said something that stuck with me. He said, thanks for the ride. I don't know how you guys do this all day. That moment made me realize something important. A lot of people use rideshare service every day, but very few people know what it's actually like to be the driver behind the wheel. For many passengers, this experience feels normal. It's convenient, fast, and simple. But have you ever stopped to think about the person behind the wheel? The driver who picked you up might have already been driving for 8 hours that day. They might be trying to make enough money to pay rent, buy groceries, or support their family. That driver might be someone like me. I drive for rideshare companies like Uber and Lyft, and today I want to share the reality behind the ride. Not just the good parts people see in advertisement, but the real experience drivers face every day, from the good moment to the hard ones. Today, rideshare companies like Uber and Lyft rely on millions of drivers. In fact, Uber alone has had more than 5 million drivers worldwide providing rides through its platform. My goal today is to advocate for something simple but important: fair treatment, respect, and better support for rideshare drivers. Why I started driving. Like many drivers, I didn't start driving because it was my dream job. I started because I needed a way to make money and I liked the idea of flexibility. When you first hear about driving for Uber and Lyft, it sounds simple. You download an app, you use your car, you choose when you want to work, no boss standing over you, no fixed schedule. For someone trying to balance work and life, that sounds like a great opportunity. And in some way it is. I met people from all walks of life: tourists visiting the city, workers commuting to their jobs, people celebrating birthday, even passengers going to the hospital to welcome a new baby. Every ride is a different story. That's one of the things I actually enjoy about driving. But there is another side to the job that many people never see: the long hours. Some days start early in the morning. Airport passengers need rides before the sun even comes up. Other days goes late into the night when people are leaving restaurants, bars, or events. It's not unusual for drivers like me to spend 10 or even 12 hours on the road in a single day. Think about that for a moment. 10 hours of driving, 10 hours of watching traffic, 10 hours of focusing on safety while navigating a busy city. By the end of the day, you feel it in your body. Your back hurts, your eyes are tired, your mind feels drained. But many drivers kept going because we still need to reach a certain amount of income for the day. And what people don't see: when passengers look at the price of a ride, they might think the driver is making a lot of money. But the truth is, drivers pay for almost everything themselves. Gas comes out of their pocket, oil changes come out of their pocket, new tires come out of their pocket. According to the driver's earnings study, many rideshare drivers spend 30% to 40% of their earning on expense. That means if a driver earns $100 in a day, $30 to $40 may disappear just to keep the car running. Even the long-term wear and tear on the car, every mile we drive, slowly reduces the value of the vehicle. Some days I drive hundreds of miles, and every mile is another step towards needing repair or eventually replacing the car. So when a ride shows $20 or $25 in earning, the real profit after expense can be much smaller. The human side of driving. But driving isn't only about money. What really makes the job memorable are the people. One night I picked up a passenger who had just finished a very long shift at work. He sat quietly in the back seat for a few minutes before starting a conversation. He told me he was working multiple jobs to support his family. He looked exhausted, but he kept pushing forward because he wanted a better future for his kid. Listening to his story remind me that many of us are on the road or working towards the same goal, trying to build a better life. Moments like that stays with you. They remind you that even a short ride can connect two people who might never have met otherwise. Safety and challenge. Most people or passengers are respectful and kind, but drivers also face challenge. Sometimes we pick up passengers late at night who have been drinking, or sometimes we drive in an unfamiliar neighborhood, or sometimes we feel pressure to keep accepting rides even when we're already tired. Driving a stranger around a city requires trust and responsibility. Drivers are constantly balancing safety, time, and income. Then why do I drive, or why does the drive matter? Without driver, ride share service wouldn't exist. The app may connect people, but drivers are the one actually providing the service. We are the ones maintaining the cars. We are the ones greeting passengers. We are the one responsible for getting people safely from one place to another. Drivers are not just workers behind an app, but we are the people with families, bills, and goals. Then the question is, what needs to change? I'm not here to say rideshare companies are all bad. They have created opportunities for many people, including me. But there are ways the system could be better. Drivers could benefit from clear information about how earnings are calculated. Safety protection could be stronger, and compensation could be better, reflect the real cost drivers pay to keep the system running. These improvements wouldn't remove the flexibility of rideshare work. They would simply make the system more fair and sustainable. Then why does the simple things that matters? Before I finish, I want to share something small that actually means a lot to drivers. Respect. Something as simple as greeting your driver, saying thank you, or treating them kindly can change the tone of the entire ride. After hours of driving, a small moment of kindness can make a big difference. It reminds me, drivers, that people appreciate the work we do. So the next time you open your phone and request a ride from an Uber or Lyft, remember that behind the wheel is not just a driver, it's a real person. Someone who may have been driving all day, someone working towards a goal, someone's trying to make a living. Rideshare service have changed the way we move around cities, but the system works only because of the people who drive every day. By supporting a fair treatment, better protection, simple respect for drivers, we can make this system better for everyone. And sometimes it starts with something as simple as saying thank you for the ride. Thank you.